Welcome back to T-News 9, your gateway to the most thrilling stories unfolding across the literary universe. Today we're diving deep into the heart of chaos with Chapter 6 of New Humanity, titled The City That Stopped Breathing. Imagine this. Dawn breaks, but it brings no hope. The vibrant megacity of Astra Haven, once a beacon of progress, is now a ghost of its former self. Smoke chokes the air, shattered glass crunches underfoot, and from the shadows, you hear the chilling howls of monsters born from the city's own fear and rage. It's a scene straight out of a nightmare. High above, the sky is buzzing with T-Corp drones. But don't mistake them for a rescue party. These machines aren't here to save anyone. They're cold, calculating classifiers, sweeping through the ruins and scanning every survivor they find. Their job? To sort people into neat, terrifying little boxes, unaffected, emotionally unstable. And the one you never want to be labeled, high-risk transformation. If you're marked as high risk, you're not evacuated. You're quietly removed. In the middle of this urban battlefield is Eli. He's trying to do the right thing, helping a wounded family navigate the treacherous streets, desperate to find an escape route. But his heroism doesn't go unnoticed. The security drones descend, their scanners locking onto him. A new classification flashes across their screens, one they've never seen before. Not human. Not infected. Category: unknown. Just as the drones power up their weapons, preparing to eliminate this anomaly, something completely unexpected happens. The very creatures that have been terrorizing the city suddenly stop their rampage. They turn, their movements jerky and unnatural, and surround Eli. They form a protective circle around him, like confused, monstrous guardians shielding him from the T-Corp threat. In that heart-stopping moment, a horrifying realization dawns on Eli. It's not just a one-way connection he feels with these creatures. They aren't just an extension of his own fractured psyche. They are drawn to him, compelled by a force he can't comprehend. And as he looks into their vacant eyes, he senses something else, something ancient and powerful, lurking deep within the city's foundations, watching him through them. What is this mysterious force? And what does it want with Eli? The city may have stopped breathing, but its secrets are just starting to wake up. Chapter 7 of New Humanity, titled The Lower District Falls. The collapse begins in the Lower Astra District. It starts subtly, a tremor beneath the streets, then an eruption. Unknown creatures, monstrous and relentless, pour out from the subway tunnels. The narrow streets, once filled with life, become a labyrinth of chaos and terror. People run, their screams swallowed by the guttural roars of the invaders. Steel barriers, designed to withstand any assault, buckle and tear apart like paper. It becomes terrifyingly clear that nothing built by human hands can stop this tide of destruction. Residents snatch up whatever they can find: wrenches, pipes, broken pieces of furniture, anything to fight back, to protect their loved ones, to simply survive another second. Watching the carnage from the command center, General Beckett sees the city bleeding out. With a heavy heart and the weight of 1,000,000 lives on his shoulders, he makes the impossible choice. His voice is grim, steady, as he gives the order: execute the lower district protocol. Suddenly, a new kind of fire fills the streets. Flamethrower units advance, their weapons spewing liquid flame that turns entire city blocks into infernos. Buildings, cars, and the creatures themselves vanish under waves of fire and smoke. When the flames die down, they leave behind only a haunting silence and the skeletal remains of a once vibrant district. Eli arrives just moments too late. The air is thick with ash, the protocol already complete. The silence is deafening, but then he hears it: a faint cry. A child, trapped beneath a mountain of rubble, is still alive. Hope surges through him, and he rushes forward. But something immense drops from the sky, landing between him and the child with a ground-shaking thud. It's a Class II creature, a towering beast of muscle and claw. It stands motionless, a terrifying silhouette against the burning skyline. Eli braces for a fight he knows he can't win. But the attack never comes. Instead, the creature does something impossible. It lowers itself to one knee. It bows. It's as if it senses something within Eli, a power, a presence it recognizes but cannot comprehend. The child, eyes wide with a mix of fear and awe, stares past the creature at Eli and whispers, "Mister, are you one of them?" Eli looks from the kneeling monster to the terrified child, and for the first time, he has no answer. Chapter 8, titled, "The Girl Who Saw Everything." If you thought things were intense before, just wait. We last left Eli facing a surprising new survivor, a little girl. She introduces herself as Lyra, and right away, we know she's different. She lost her parents in the very first wave of the outbreak, a tragedy that would break most people. But Lyra, she shows no fear. Not of Eli, and not of the terrifying creatures that hunt in the ruins of their world. Why? Because she can hear them. Just like Eli, she hears the whispers of the hive mind. This is where the story takes a mind-bending turn. Lyra reveals a truth about the virus that changes everything. It's not just a mindless plague spreading from person to person. No, it's conscious. It's alive. Lyra explains that the virus actively reacts to powerful human emotions. It feeds on pain, on fear, and on the deep crushing loneliness of the survivors. These aren't just feelings anymore. They're catalysts. The virus uses these emotions to literally reshape the human body from the inside out, twisting people into the monstrous forms Eli has been fighting. Think about that for a second. The very act of being scared or isolated makes you more vulnerable to becoming one of them. It's a psychological horror unlike any other. But Lyra isn't finished. She drops another bombshell, something even more disturbing. She looks at Eli and says, "The monsters don't hate us. They're just lost. But someone, or something, is calling to them." As she says this, Eli feels it too. He senses a new presence within the hive mind, a distant pulse that's different from the chaotic whispers he's used to. This signal is ancient, unnervingly calm, and impossibly patient. It's a silent, powerful call echoing in the static. And here's the terrifying truth that our heroes can't yet comprehend. Deep beneath the supposed safety of Astra Haven, a sleeping entity is beginning to stir. It's a Class 3 Primarch, one of the most powerful and ancient of its kind. Its mind is slowly awakening, and as its consciousness unfurls, it's already reaching out. It's the source of the call, the shepherd for the lost. And the most chilling part? It already knows Eli's name. What an incredible chapter. The lore is expanding in ways we never expected. A conscious virus, a hive mind with a master, and a little girl who might hold the key to it all.
Chapter 9, titled Voss New Order. Prepare yourselves, because things in Astra Haven are about to take a terrifying turn. The chapter opens with a citywide hijacking. Every screen, from massive public displays to personal devices, flickers to life, showing the same haunting image, Marcus Voss, standing tall in T-Corp Tower. The message is clear, he is in control. But it's the scene behind him that truly sends a shiver down your spine. Rows upon rows of captured survivors, their faces etched with fear, restrained and trembling. They are prisoners, and Voss is their warden. With a cold, unsettling smile, Voss begins his address to the city. Astra Haven, he announces, his voice echoing from every corner, is entering a new evolutionary age. He speaks of adaptation, of survival of the fittest. Those who adapt will rise, he declares. Those who don't were never meant to survive. It's a chilling declaration, a promise of a brutal new world order, shaped by his own hands. Then, he reveals his masterstroke, a device he calls the Neurocrown. This isn't just technology, it's a tool of absolute subjugation. Voss claims it can influence and control certain mutated forms, bending them to his will. To prove his point, he conducts a live, horrifying demonstration. He activates the crown, and a captured Class 2 mutant, a creature of raw power, instantly drops to its knees. It obeys his every command, not as a partner, but as a trained beast, its will completely erased. The horror of the moment is too much for one of the captive scientists. "You're playing God," she screams, her voice filled with desperation and outrage. Voss simply turns, his expression unchanging, and delivers a line that will forever define him. "No, I'm replacing him." This isn't about mimicking a higher power. It's about seizing that power for himself, rewriting the very laws of nature and humanity. Meanwhile, miles away, another key player feels the ripple effect of Voss's power grab. Hale, the rogue Class 3 who still clings to his humanity, feels the surge of artificial control wash over the city. He understands immediately. This isn't just about controlling a few mutants. Voss is attempting to build an army, to enslave the very beings that now roam their world. And Hale knows, with dreadful certainty, that the Primarchs, the Alpha-tier mutants, will see this not as a power play, but as an outright declaration of war. The stage is set. Voss has made his move, drawing a line in the sand and daring anyone to cross it. The coming conflict will not be just for the city, but for the soul of this new humanity. That's all for today's deep dive into Chapter 9. What will happen next? Will the Primarchs retaliate? Can Hal stop Voss before it's too late?
Chapter 10. The Awakening Beneath. Picture this. Deep beneath the surface of Eclipse Park, hidden from all eyes, lies a forgotten ruin. This isn't just any old structure. It's the cradle of an ancient species. The original masters of the virus that now plagues Astrahaven. And within this ruin, something is stirring. Encased in a cocoon of crystallized tissue, a being of immense power, a Class 3 Primarch, is slowly awakening from a slumber that has lasted millennia. As its consciousness returns, its mind extends like a vast, invisible network, connecting to every single infected creature across the city. It scans thousands of minds, sifting through the chaos, searching for something specific. And it finds it, to jarring anomalies that disrupt the perfect harmony of its hive mind. The first is a Tan-Non Louis, a new human radiating with the unmistakable signature of alpha potential. This individual is Eli, a beacon of hope for humanity, but a dangerous variable to the ancient power. The second anomaly is even more baffling. A rogue Class 3, a powerful creature that has turned against its own kind to defend humans. This defiant protector is Hale. To the awakening Primarch, this is heresy. A new human with the potential to rival its power and a traitor within its own ranks. This cannot be allowed to stand. The Primarch breaks free from its crystalline prison, rising to its full, towering height. It isn't a mindless beast. It's calm, majestic, and regal, a true sovereign of the virus, the first to walk the earth in thousands of years. With absolute authority, it projects a single, simple command into the hive mind. A word that echoes in the consciousness of every infected being in Astrahaven. Begin. And just like that, the city transforms. On the streets, in the shadows, every creature from the smallest to the most formidable stops. They turn in unison, their gazes fixed on the surface world above. The second night is falling upon Astrahaven, but this is no ordinary night. This is the night the true war officially begins. What does this mean for Eli and Hale? How will humanity face this new, organized threat? The story is just getting started. Thanks for tuning in to T-News 9. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what happens next. See you in the next chapter.